Welcome again to Provisionally Approved, the show where we decorate the new set with pictures of the old set. I'm Mike Gorrie, and hashtag Gorrie Fact, the human genome contains approximately 4 megabytes of data. The Gorrie genome contains 10 hours of the hamster dance. Sitting with me tonight is...
Maria.
G'day, g'day. How you going? My name is Justin, and I'm here to sing with my people.
Okay. Jenny?
Embarrassing new people is what we do best.
It's great. I'm not embarrassed at all.
Oh, beautiful. You're
Okay.
fitting very well with the show. And this guy is...
Give it some time, we'll fix that. And I'm Jack. Welcome to the J-Cam.
Yes, that's right. You're noticing that today we have 5 people on the couch. I don't know what we're thinking. This is my last show's producers. I thought, how can I ruin this show possibly the worst possible? TV screen and adding an extra person.
Yeah, and calling all of these individual chairs couches.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like how we've got the J-cam over there, and then I've just got the M-cam all to myself.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
Last thing we need is giving Mike Gorrie his own camera. His own couch, too. Look at him.
Or is it the G-cam? I'm not entirely sure.
By the end of this episode, I want that couch.
Well, that's just not going to happen.
Oh, a chair.
because
I want his
That's not a
chair.
couch, that's an armchair.
Yeah.
Well, I want his armchair at the end of the show.
Well,
Talk
I'm
about
tied
being
to this
well-armed.
armchair by multiple cables, and I mean, they're not particularly. At least I hope they're not
my
visible.
God.
But either way, okay, so.
Good start.
Very good start.
So we've got a few things to address this week, as I understand it.
I think the first thing we need to do is we need to get Maria talking more. Maria, speak.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this week I thought it'd be good to talk about something that's, I guess, in the press a lot. Diversity in the Oscars.
Oh, God.
The Oscars,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Well, no, the diversity issue, not exactly like.
I thought we were going to talk about more fun things. I mean, like Centrelink, you know? Centrelink
Oh,
are
yeah.
targeting people
Yeah.
down.
I forgot
Because
about that.
Centrelink is my drop of sunshine. Like, they're the best thing in the world right now.
Well, because we
Enough
talked
time
about
with
social
Oh my
networking last week.
God. The amount
we
of
did,
hours
yeah,
I spent
yeah,
on
and-
Centrelink.
And now we'll go back to more.
We talked about social networking last week, and funny thing that I saw in TV this week is that Centrelink are using social networking to catch out the welfare.
Yeah!
So if your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is on non-private, then watch out.
All right, just give me a sec there, guys. I'm just gonna.
Oh, she's researching
No, I have
on the
to say,
show.
like, I don't necessarily see this as being either a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just sort of more amused by the fact that Centrelink is actually bothering to use social media at all.
There's a funny thing, though.
As soon as I heard Centrelink and social media, I thought Centrelink were making their own social media page and they're going to put all their tax cheats and all their cheats on that page. This person cheated Centrelink out of $1 million. This person...
I'm just liking the idea that someone might eventually create a Centrelink Facebook account, add you on Facebook. You go into the office, you're like, hey, I need, get shit sorted. You haven't added us on Facebook. Is everything okay?
Well, obviously I can't afford the internet, so.
Well, you know what's funny? There was a couple, because when they did the story on this, a couple actually got caught out. They said they were
Yes.
single, and they went on Twitter and said they're having a kid, and that's how they found out that
I
they're actually
mean,
not.
you can be single and have a child. Like, that's
Well,
happening.
They promoted it together as a couple,
Oh,
and they said they weren't a
that's
couple. so-
wrong move.
Me and this girl that I'm not seeing by Centrelink, but according to everyone else, I am, are announcing we're having a child. And please, do not let Centrelink know, for I am getting welfare as a single person.
Okay, let's be real about Centrelink though. Like, one, they are an absolute pain to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather be working.
Like, it's not a place you want to be in the first place. And I do know a few people who who are on it for various reasons. And who, like, it is sort of really difficult for them to get by on the amount of money that you get through Centrelink, because more than half of it goes on rent,
Yeah.
and then of course,
Yeah.
like, okay, you've got just enough to cover groceries and maybe your phone
And if
bill
you're
or something.
studying, That's
Yeah.
even harder, especially if you have to pay full fee and you have to do it yourself. Because
Yeah.
it is. I know some people on it too, and the difficulty of actually being on New Start or Oz Study and trying to study or pay full fee and all this stuff. And then half the people that are on it, actually, some of them don't mind. They just sit there and complain about how they need their...
I want more money to sit at home all day and
Yeah.
smoke.
Well, the thing is that they think it's actually a way to just literally, like, they can live off it.
it's good for a temporary measure. Like you're out of work, you need some money to come in.
Yeah, no, it's
or like
correct.
students, it's a good thing. But I think the problem is not so much that, but it's more the people who live on Centrelink. They
That is,
convince
yeah.
Centrelink to let them go on lifetime because of faked disability and everything else. And Mike's got a little cheeky laugh on his face. He's got something he wants to add in.
Yeah,
Bring it in, bring it in.
well, I was about to say, this
Story
is about to
time.
get political because I'm in favour of guaranteed universal income. In the sense that, like, I think, you know, like in the sense that, you know, most of us work in order to have an income.
Yep.
But, you know, sort of, you know, the modern world, like, there isn't really, one, there isn't necessarily enough jobs to go around. Two, like, for stuff that is working, like for those that are producing, on average, we're actually able to produce enough to feed and look after like almost like 10,000 people per person, like per person who actually works. You know, if we were actually going to be efficient, but because we've created this world where, you know, everybody has to be working, we've got all these sort of jobs that aren't really doing anything. So it's sort of a thing of like, you know, we don't all need to be working, and you know, and it's sort of that thing of like, you know, if we were actually going to look after our people, you know, most people would actually, you know, like both the people who are currently working and those who aren't would actually all be able to have a good quality of life.
But then some people make you feel bad for not working, so then that's why people go to work to, you know, or unless you're a stay-at-home mother or
That's
something
fair
like
enough.
that.
I think there's, you know, reasons why, but I'm someone, if you're able to get a job and even if it's not full-time work, you know, you're just getting enough, you know, to get by, I think, you know, you should be a contributing member. But of course there's, you know, there are people with general disabilities who don't get enough.
Yeah.
And then there's people who, because I've met people who've conned the system. And that sort of goes, well, why are they doing that? You know, that's,
Is there any input from
you two.
this section here?
I was just blinded by Marxism just pouring out of like Gorrie's face. I was just, like,
We're going
No,
to the,
no,
socialist
I'm
style.
yeah,
I'm
that's-
definitely.
I just heard,
I definitely do not
I just
identify as a
heard
Marxist.
communism come out of your face. Like I was just so concerned for everyone's
Bloody
safety, but it's okay. No,
You know, we need to get rid of all the high income
Trying to
earners
destroy our
and
way of
No, no, no.
life.
I
I'm
they're trying to crush the capitalists.
I'm
and
in
go
favour of
towards-
light capitalism. Like what we have now, like is sort of a heavy form of capitalism
like
where you
the
have
mobile
to be
edition of
working and
capitalism?
producing in order to live.
Like you check your phone, you're a capitalist.
it's like it's the free trial, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like 30-day free trial kind of thing. Like you
Pay
just
$30 to upgrade to premium. You're a premium capitalist.
well, you're paying $30 a day. Like I think you are. Like
to subscribe to full capitalism, all you need to do is kill a few people and make a successful business and pay the $85 a month fee.
I'm not even going to start on that.
I'm just joining in the conversation. If you capitalists are offended, I apologise.
See, this is terrifying because that's all people are in some way, shape, or form capitalists. Because
Yeah.
you know, earning money is essentially capitalism.
Pretty much.
You've said that everyone has killed people and made money off it.
I don't know.
Well,
We have in some way or form, maybe not physically killed someone, like, you know, got a knife and gone, ah! Oh,
Well,
no,
when-
I'm not making sense. So.
well, when you think about it, things like palm oil.
Yeah.
And,
So how
also
has
all
the
the-
media been today,
Yeah.
guys?
I mean, the Oscars are coming up. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
God, no.
Yeah,
That's
Leonardo
one thing, yeah.
will not win again.
I know he won't, but he tried very hard in the
I've got a
referendum.
friend.
yeah.
He's tried.
I've got a friend. He's organised this a couple of months ago, and next month when the Oscars go to air, they're having a Leonardo Oscar celebration to celebrate Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar. And if they don't win, they're just gonna get blind pissed. But then if he wins, they're just gonna get absolutely blind smashed.
You know, though, the thing about the Oscars is something that I felt would be interesting to talk about. That's really, I guess, taken over is the diversity issue that was started from Jada Pinkett Smith complaining about, you know, because apparently Will wasn't, racial diversity, and Will Smith wasn't, you know, nominated for an Oscar. Now it's become this big thing, and it's become like, because it was 2 years in a row that they voted white people as the nominees, and the woman I think who runs the Oscars is actually a black woman herself, and now they're trying to figure out what's going on with diversity, and I found it just funny.
it's because everyone that votes are generally white, though.
Yeah, and the thing
And
about
also
them
the
is,
people who make the movies are white, and the people who are in the movies are white.
True.
It's not the actual diversity of the films. It's the people who are there to represent aren't there to represent as much as we'd hope to.
It's becoming more like diversity. Like, I don't know if you watch Grease Live, but they added more diverse people. So they're
I think
trying
we've gone
deal
to a
with it.
diversity. I mean, last year you had the new movie Creed with Michael B. Jordan, is it? Is that the,
Yes,
the main actor?
he is amazing.
I think a lot of people are upset because he didn't get nominated. I think that's, you know...
Sylvester Stallone did, I think.
I'm a Stallone fan. If Stallone wins, I'll throw my own party. and all it is, I'm not going to get drunk because I don't drink, but it'll be just a Stallone marathon, all Rockies.
Oh.
Like a rocky night.
Oh, hey!
I'm actually really hoping that Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't win.
Don't say that, my friend. She will rip your head off,
No,
brother.
this year in
Look,
particular.
I'm Roy. This friend will find out where you live, man, and she will be there waiting to kill you.
No, I have to
Actually,
say,
not
like,
really.
I would have been happy with DiCaprio getting an Oscar sometime in the last, 4 or 5 years. But this year, like with The Revenant,
I bet he wants one.
well, yeah, exactly. like The Revenant is basically crafted to be Oscar bait.
It is. It is.
And so it's sort of that thing of, well, okay, this entire movie is just literally about trying to win an Oscar. So, like...
It's his battle of survival to get that Oscar.
You
Like,
were saying
One of the
something
deleted
funny
scenes
before the
is he
show,
finally gets
so-
home and wins the Oscar.
No, that scene will be added in after he wins the Oscar.
yeah,
No,
it's
see,
extended edition.
see, what I really want to see is 2 or 3 decades from now, when Leonardo DiCaprio still hasn't won an Oscar, they make a movie about Leonardo DiCaprio's career, and the guy who plays him wins an Oscar.
Oh! So pretty much it's just the Oscars is against Leonardo DiCaprio in general.
Well, it would just sort of be sort of the ultimate irony, right? But I sort of think him not winning an Oscar is probably the best thing that's going to happen to his career. Honestly, like in the sense that everybody can see that he's one of the best actors in Hollywood, at least in terms of by best he gets into all the
roles, all the characters.
all the best roles. He gets to play this massive range
So you're
of
saying once he wins the Oscar, he will not have that freedom anymore. He'll have to play an Oscar winner.
It wouldn't necessarily be that he wouldn't have that freedom anymore. It would just sort of be that point of I feel like it would sort of create a complacency.
Well, is his only driving goal as an actor to win an Oscar?
Yeah, I mean,
Because I would argue it isn't.
It seems
Probably
like
not.
it from now, though, because he really wants one. But no, it's probably not, because he talked about how much he loves movies. And when he won, I think it was, what was the recent award? He won a recent award. And he
SAG.
Yeah, the SAG award. And he talked about how he loved movies and what got him into movies when he was a kid. I just think he just feels like he deserves one because of all the hard work he's done.
And it's also the underdog aspect of it. Like, it's just every time you're just
Yeah.
a little bit more of you gets invested in a story. And
Even
you're just
Ryan
like,
Gosling.
I want you to win, and I want you to win next year, and I want you to win this year again. And then you're just every time you see him, just clap along and nod. And
See, that's the best part, right?
it's the story that's underneath the Oscars. Like, you just want to root for him forever.
Kate
And more-
Winslet is actually kind of going out and saying, she always gets excited when he wins and really wants him to win.
Well, he hasn't won.
So when he
She's
wins
just
an award,
never
she
excited.
really wants him to get that Oscar.
So basically, the whole Oscar red carpet is basically everyone going, Leonardo DiCaprio deserves to win the Oscar. Leonardo DiCaprio deserves to win the Oscar. Then it's not going to Leonardo DiCaprio. You just see everyone all mad,
So this
all
conversation-
angry, all mad, and they're going to stomp the person who did not give Leonardo DiCaprio his Oscar.
The longer it takes before he wins the Oscar, the bigger a deal it's going to be when he does. And it is a when.
So you're saying when basically they're not going to let him win it until he's 90 years old, and then there's going to be the biggest cheer, the biggest parties the world's ever seen.
How many years in a row has he been nominated?
Is it what?
Like 4, 5?
Okay, it needs to be the 7th year.
Oh, God.
Well, this is
Why have you got to take
I don't tell you how to
Fine science.
wait for his soul to be detached every single year. Just let him have it.
I just love
It's
how
actually
this
the whole crux
conversation
is
has gone from the diversity to Leonardo DiCaprio not winning an Oscar. Like, he really needs to win one.
Diversity to Centrelink to diversity to Leonardo not winning the Oscar.
And then we're going back to Centrelink, just for the sake of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, who doesn't need Centrelink? Leonardo.
But he's still going to try and defraud Centrelink for.
I haven't won my Oscar. That's my qualifying factor. See, I feel like the one year he's
So
gonna.
Centrelink will let him win the Oscar just so they don't have to give him Centrelink money. He's not even an Australian resident.
I feel like he's gonna get
Facebook, though.
really
If it's
bitter
on
about the
Facebook,
whole
they can
thing,
just
though.
catch him there.
Yeah, like you gotta imagine that every time he doesn't win, he has to watch someone else go up, and he has to be completely gracious about it. And so, like 3 or 4 years from now, when he still hasn't won it, and it's the 7th year, he's just not going to show up, and he's going to go, "I've been nominated for everything," and they're going to throw him every pity award on the planet. And so they'll just be giving it all to Ricky Gervais, and it'll turn into the Golden Globes.
Oh, God.
It's like that thing where-
Or Leonardo's gracious until the 7th year, then he snaps and just goes, jumps in the stage and goes, "This is my Golden Globe now, my Oscar. There's nothing you can do about it." Sorry.
that was that moment where Lady Gaga won an award and that look.
Oh, yes, I remember seeing
When
that.
she bumps into him, and
Yeah,
he's like,
when she bumps into him and just gives her this really dirty look.
Well, it wasn't intentional. It was like you'd give anyone a roll of the eyes if someone.
I mean,
bumped into
seriously, you gave her the award? That'd be moment.
Oh no, she deserves that award.
Does she?
Her acting is impeccable in American Horror Story.
it wasn't at the beginning.
Oh, no,
She started
I haven't
really
seen it.
getting
It's just-
into it.
No, but she originally was an actress, and then
Yeah.
she realized she couldn't make a career yet, so she became Lady Gaga.
That's the same with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I found out she went to acting school, didn't really get a career out of it, and now she's a musician.
See, all of a sudden, I'm just seeing this scenario where, like, the year before Leonardo DiCaprio wins an Oscar,
Actually,
Kanye gets up on stage and says,
I'm gonna let you finish.
"No, I'm gonna let you finish, but Leonardo DiCaprio gave the best performance of all time."
I don't think he'll say that. He'd go, "I'm gonna let you finish, but there's not enough black people being nominated."
that will never get
that-
old, though. That Kanye West thing.
That would be
like,
fair, though.
That will never
Like,
get old.
that would actually be possibly the best thing that Kanye could possibly do with the amount of with the not necessarily the amount of power that he has, but the
No, it's power. It's power. Like Kanye has power over
Speaking
everyone.
of Kanye, recently he's an original god. Apparently, his recent tweets.
You mean like an OG or just like,
Like
an
OG,
original
I
god?
think it's OG. I
Yeah,
don't
it's an OG.
No,
no.
No?
no,
No?
just no.
Wait, isn't
Well, that's
OG
Kanye
gangster?
West and how like he was tweeting because he got angry and then he just went on his little rant about.
Can we not get into Twitter fights? Can I
So
veto
full of
that? Like, I
twits.
just can't.
Hey.
okay. I
Sorry,
missed that, but
I
I'm not
had
going
to
to
jack off
ask. I'm
of.
going to watch it later.
Really boosting our ratings.
Even though we're a whole heap of angry people.
Probably.
This episode will be highly viewed but highly unliked. You see all the thumbs down. There's like about 20,000 thumbs down.
Yeah,
and
all
one
the
thumbs up.
thumbs down for my Marxist opinions about.
Socialist alternative guys.
Oh no! Don't get me started on them.
See, I like to be slightly left, not any more left.
Well, see,
Sounds like a baker's like sign. Slightly more left. No more left.
well, I have always been left-handed, so nah.
So you're saying your analogy of politics has come because you're left-handed?
No, but I'm just going to roll with it.
Left-handers are more creative apparently. Cause, yeah.
Yeah, that's something to do with like left brain, right brain. I don't know.
I don't know.
Psychology.
At one point, people were forced to be right-handers because they thought left-handers were the devil's children.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Example.
Well,
I mean, we've been sitting with one for so many episodes. You haven't picked up on this?
He's the devil?
Yeah. Well,
No, the devil's
Oh my God, my
child.
God, he's the devil!
The devil's child.
faces.
It's the devil's child, guys.
Oh, look. Left-handed, right-handed, whatever.
what did you think all these gory facts were leading up to? I mean, honestly,
What?
this
Gory
is-
fact, I'm the devil.
Gory fact 666. I'm the devil.
I like that that's assuming we get to episode 666.
You can have hope.
Not every gory fact is going to correspond to an episode of Provisionally Approved.
So you've been saying you've been giving gory facts to other shows other than Provisionally Approved?
No, not yet, but I will
You.
eventually.
Now this is the last episode of me being producer, which means technically I can fire you. Can't I, Jack?
Can you?
Yeah, a producer,
Wait,
I
isn't
just had that kind of power.
Jack the EP so he can
Oh no,
overwrite.
that's a myth. I handed over all responsibilities, cleaned my hands, and ran like the wind. I left the country.
And yet you're still
Literally
here.
did.
And yet, the
Opposite
minute you
me.
came back, you were a guest on the show again.
Turns out there's an extradition treaty and all that, so you know.
There was a clause in the contract.
Yeah.
A clause in the contract. So,
Yeah.
where did you get those clauses? Like, did you?
I ordered
We
them
had a
express
cat.
from the United States, and then you know,
But
after
not-
Jack signed it, I put the clause out, clawed the contract.
All right, as long as they're not ivory, I'm cool with it.
What if they were? What if they were? What if they were that pink ivory, and I asked a ivory dealer to get me those claws? Not that I would, but let's just say.
All right, guys. I think we need to stop this conversation right where
Yeah.
it is.
I'm just
I think
glad
I
we
did
didn't kill Santa. Like, hey, how'd you finish the contract? We went to the North Pole, we kicked the door in, we killed him, put him on the paper, all problems solved, all the clauses added.
Oh, Santa, not Satan. Oh, okay, right.
Mate, episode 666, give it some time.
Okay, let's stop talking about the devil's tricks and Gorrie being the devil. Although they do say the devil looks very attractive, which
Really?
yeah, you think, okay. Gorrie's not the devil. He's not attractive enough. Let's change topics. You know, today's the last day as me being a producer, and I'm thinking of the last day of work in general. What are some of the things that you've always wanted to do on your last day?
Oh,
Last day of university, last day of work.
Usually set fire to the building.
Yeah, that's
Don't do that.
That's the general consensus. Like, that's a.
It'd be complicated for the next producer.
Yeah. Cool guys don't look at explosions, which is why we're moving to the next set.
Yeah.
Or maybe you set fire to the building on your last day, not on any day before your last day.
And make sure it's your last minute in the building. Like, don't show up to work on your last day, set fire to it, and then just not make it out.
I mean, you walk in the workplace. Oh, first thing I'm going to light the workplace on fire. Okay, I'll let the workplace on fire. Wait, I'm not meant to be out of the building.
Yeah, like you just set fire to the building and then just keep working.
Just casually, like, keep cameras rolling.
oh,
the show must
hey.
go on.
Yep, that's some fire right next to my desk.
Do what
Yep,
they always
yep,
do in
okay.
high
Episode
school, though.
666.
Hey,
Right,
yeah,
yes,
the
do.
fire's getting bigger.
Press
All
the,
right,
like the
cool.
Mike?
You know, in high school they used to like press the emergency button and what is it, the fire like bell, and there was no fire, and the whole school just had to be evacuated just because one person just walked by and just pressed the button, and then
And then someone pays like $4,000.
yeah, that's
Happily
precisely,
ever
yeah. That is precisely the reason why they did that.
So that someone
So
would
they
have
could
to pay
get $4,000 to
$4,000.
school.
Yeah, and so they didn't have to go to class.
Oh, wow.
Best $4,000 ever.
I mean, that just reminds me of the guy who like tried to call in a bomb at his uni that was like doing exams, so he wouldn't be able. Like, he could just get out of exams. Like he was like, "Oh, there's a bomb in the building!" Like we can't. And then like they evacuated everyone, and they clearly traced it back to him.
Clearly, because he didn't think that they would trace him, so he used his own phone because he's not a very smart person.
Was this the one who at one school he put a briefcase in the middle of the kind of a PE centre, and then they opened it and all the police and everyone came and it just said gotcha?
I have no idea. It could be. I don't know,
Yeah.
This,
but like,
this is what's happening at the moment because a lot of schools are getting calls
Yeah,
about
they're-
bomb
yeah.
threats. And
Yeah.
They've
it's
figured
happening all around
out,
Australia. It started in Sydney, went to Melbourne, it's gone to Adelaide.
I
it's-
read on this and they figured it was a group from Russia or like a couple of groups who were just automated voice, just calling up and telling all these schools.
They're actually offering a service that cleans your house.
and you just can't understand their accents. Like,
So what they're saying is, does your house look like bomb hit it?
Oh, God.
What does your house look like
Show's
bomb
gonna
hit
get
it?
cancelled after this episode.
It's like, what? There's a bomb? There's a bomb!
Guys, run! No, I said, does it look like bomb previously hit it? Everyone's already left the building.
Hello.
Up again.
There is no bomb in your building. It looked like a bomb went off.
So Russian bomb threats are the new Nigerian prince scandals? Not scandals, scams?
yeah.
I am Russian cleaner. I have bomb.
Going all red now because of laughter.
I have bomb. Is very old car.
Oh boy. Oh God, she is going red.
Okay, let's give Maria a minute. Let's give Maria a minute to regain her
Let's take a
composure.
water break, guys. Let's drink some water.
What are you even
I can't
saying?
drink from my laugh because the water's gonna.
Yeah, because we just come straight out. So
It'll just go all the way that way.
I'll go down the wrong pipe.
It'll
Okay.
come out that way. And then.
Does it look like your water tastes like a bomb? So I had to say that one. Does your lolly taste like bomb? What's in it?
Actually, these ones
The
kind
rest
of
of
do.
the show would just be jokes.
My bad.
Explosion of flavour.
Oh, the whole show would just be jokes. That's it. The rest of the show.
I mean, isn't this whole show a joke?
We've already got 5 of them.
Hey!
Yeah, all right.
Next episode we have a live band in the background just to.
Provisionally Approved, the show where we just give out all our corny jokes.
We get like a full band, like a 6-piece band, and it's just the drummer playing the drums every now and then. Everyone's looking bored, and it's like,
Yeah, it's not timed to any of the jokes. It's just occasionally like put them in place of a laugh track or something.
Oh God. We don't have,
so funny.
no, we can't have a laugh track. Laugh
not?
tracks are terrible.
that's what makes them good. We pretend we have an audience who cares about us.
No one cares about us.
No,
That's,
well,
the
That's why
thing.
we
Hey,
pretend.
hey, that's why we bring in the people to fake laughter, to boost our egos.
Well, see, the thing about laugh tracks though is that they're effective, right? Because like,
Are they?
that thing of like, you know, if you're watching a show in your room or like, you know, just in your lounge room on your own or whatever, and there's nobody laughing with you at the like, you know. Jokes are a lot funnier when there's other people around, just as a thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. The jokes sound
but-
better. I actually laugh at my own jokes. So
Sitcoms are a
That
lot
says a lot
like
about
shower
you.
songs for me. Like, if I'm in the shower and I'm alone, I'm going to belt at full volume. If I'm watching a sitcom alone, I'm going to like lose my shit at the most inane things.
True.
I hear the laugh track and I hear that one guy who's like, "Aye." I'm like,
Oh, that one guy was like, and that's it. Like that's it. You know what I mean, right? Like,
That's me.
God.
That's literally me.
it's going to be good.
the one time
No.
Nelson from The Simpsons went to a live show.
I don't think laugh tracks are necessary in today's like comedy.
very
No, well, they're not really necessary like in today's comedy, but I think they have served a very good purpose.
gotcha.
Well, not necessarily a good purpose, but like they have definitely served a purpose in a very
Yeah.
strong way, in the sense that, you know, hearing that laughter, like, it sets off something primal that makes it a lot easier to just laugh out loud.
So basically, you're saying I can tell the most jokes in the world, and I can get good ratings because people are just going to be generally laughing
Haven't you
because
seen
of the
Big
laughing
Bang
track.
Theory?
Yeah, I was gonna say Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Is that
Have
a
you
live
have you tried
audience?
watching it without the laugh track?
Bazinga.
It's the driest shit ever.
Yeah.
So
Live
he's saying,
audience,
she's saying the only reason why Big Bang Theory is successful at all is because of the laugh track.
No.
No.
Sheldon, I
It
think.
plays on the nerd humor and then adds the laugh tracks because the nerd humor is hilarious, but the nerd humor is just saying nerdy things.
Yeah, it's literally just dropping what's the word?
reference.
Dropping references
Yeah.
and then, you know, just listing them all
Like,
together,
I thought,
and
like,
then that's the joke.
Sheldon's the main reason why the show is actually pretty good.
No.
This is always like, I
The
didn't know
shows
there
in
was a
general
laugh track. I
terrible.
thought it was in
Everyone,
front of
see, everyone's got their own opinion about it. Because some people think Sheldon's annoying and they like to walk around set and hit Sheldon in the face.
No, see,
Others will go, he is so funny, I will watch him. Everyone's got.
I thought that was a live audience though.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
They used to have like, okay,
Oh, wait, yeah, because you see the,
Raymond. Everybody
you
loves
see
Raymond.
awful-
Had live
Oh.
audience, and that's why. Because I assumed, you know, but okay.
Oh, okay, Gora's putting his hand up. Let's
yeah,
go.
I was just about to say, like on the subject of Sheldon and on the subject of diversity,
Oh, God.
Sheldon actually makes me angry from a diversity standpoint.
Why?
In the sense that, like, basically his entire
Oh,
character is based around based around like autistic traits and tropes. And then the writers turn around and say, "Oh no, he's not actually autistic or anything. He's just, you know, he's just a dick." And it's sort of like, well, that's kind of adding to the stigma, right? When when you have sort of people who are like Sheldon, when it's, you know, sort of because of, like, you know, it's just how their brain's wired. And then you sort of have this thing of like, oh, you know, he like as though he chooses to like ignore all the social signals and like sort of be a certain way. It's just like, well, no, that's just like,
There's this big deal, or I think a lot of people who have autism have this problem with autism is portrayed on screen. I don't know.
Generally, people have a big problem with how anything's portrayed on screen. Like,
That's true.
it's
See?
on screen, it's one-dimensional. You never have all the sides. You never have the full story. Like, my story is never going to be translated properly on screen, like how your story will be, or how your story will be. It's just
Sometimes
Challenge
it can be
accepted.
portrayed really well, though. I think
wanna do my life
Sean
story?
Penn
I will
portrayed
follow you
his
24/7.
character who had autism really well.
So moving on.
The main thing that makes me angry about it, it's not the portrayal itself. It's the fact that the writers then turn around and, like, word of God, as far as the creators of the show go, say, no, he's just a dick.
yeah.
It's that part of it that makes me go, oh, you.
See, I think
He's
I've been
very
watching
gentle.
all the wrong interviews because I've never heard Sheldon referred to by the writers as, oh, he's just a dick. I'd love to see that interview.
Really?
That's probably not their exact word. I think the actual wording was, oh, he's just like that, and he's
Yeah.
portrayed as being a dick. So,
He's just special, but
yeah.
Not really special.
yeah, but he's special.
But imagine you had a friend like Sheldon in your life that said, "Did you buy the sauce? Did you buy the?" And
I'd
always
love
and told
that.
you to get out of his seat just so he can sit in.
I mean, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Why is everyone looking at me? And
Okay, for those of you playing at home, there was not exactly an altercation, but there was a moment earlier where Justin wanted the end seat.
well, usually I sit at the end seat, and then all of a sudden this new girl comes in and takes the seat.
I'm sorry. I thought I had to be treated nice and respected and
Yeah.
everything.
What kind of producer doesn't give the
know.
newest guest the pick of the seats?
I know.
This one doesn't.
Well, good thing you're leaving this episode.
Justin Dalaya leaving, the greatest producer on the earth, and he's leaving because of an altercation between him and a.
Just
I guess
in?
host.
More like just out.
Oh!
See, I don't even need to host for this. I can just be the laugh track.
Oh, God.
I don't want to go red again.
By the way, if you felt offended by what I just said, I apologise.
I don't need your apology.
Really?
Yeah.
So I can continue being a jerk then?
Yeah, totally.
It's too late to apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
No. No, Jack.
It's too late!
We'll save that for JCam later. After hours,
Okay, for the rest of the show, guys, we are now just going to do a dance track. We're just going to start karaoke.
Dance track.
It's a
I'm
two
not dance. I'm on a roller
We're
chair.
a two-man a cappella group. That's what it is.
Did you say 2 man?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be like a 2-man woman or?
Two
One,
men
no,
and
no,
what?
1 man, 1
Wait,
woman.
they're talking about them two. I'm out of it, technically. I don't know. Am I? Or am I
See,
part
now
of
I'm
this?
terrified because she said two-man woman, and I'm like,
No, because she said 2
there's
men.
someone missing from this picture.
Came out wrong.
Very wrong. Okay, let's move on from that awkward. I'm going to come to this section of the group and go.
Just like ostracize
I
half
really
the
just
cast.
want to escape. Like, run away.
You just got your back to them.
I know. This is so rude, isn't it? Now let's pretend they're not there. Let's move on.
Okay, well, okay, Jack, we are going to need you to come back into the shot. Fuck.
Stand
Yeah,
back.
don't take that tone with me, young man.
Want to play catch?
Okay, girls.
Word from the control room is no.
I'm curious, who was on the control room saying no, and what tone were they taking? Because I feel like I also hear the sound of popcorn being brought up.
That's just your imagination. What are you talking about?
Bets, take your bets. $20 on Mike Gorrie or $10 on Jack.
$20 says he rolls over.
I'll deny it as long as I can have some popcorn.
Guys, just wait for the
Well, guys,
omniscient, like, godlike voice just come down.
Good, Jess, Maria. While them two are having it out, we've got lollies. Would you like some lollies?
I don't think I trust anything coming from you.
Look,
Just
they're
'cause he
just
took your
lollies.
chair one time.
I actually didn't. I let you keep the chair. See, I can understand if I took the chair, if I sat next to Jack. Maria?
No, I.
Hey, sure, come on, take it. Okay, guys, continue.
See, I like this because you and I are the only people who are going to survive the episode. These two are dying of some kind of poisoning.
Wait, I mean, you two are dying, or
Well,
wait,
I
where's
take
that leave me? What about me?
You've got like a whole bowl. You die first.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So
This will kill you.
no, it won't.
RMITV catering, everybody.
Buy the
Them
cheapest
lollies
you
aren't
can.
safe.
These are not cheap. They were $5 lollies, and yet it came out poisonous.
I would say RMITV catering has been on fucking point up until this episode.
But it's just been me buying random food, and instead of stopping at Coles, I went to a service station. That's all. The only difference is.
I don't think you should go to a service station in general for anything else besides petrol. Like, it's like a general rule where you just...
But what about pies? Pies are good from the service station. Like, I got a nice village pie from that service station. It
They
was nice.
taste good, but you don't know how long they've been there.
You
That
should
and
buy the
everything's
toast.
overpriced.
That reminds me
and
of a certain scene.
Yeah, one of those.
No, thank you.
certain
It reminds
thing.
me of a scene in The Simpsons about that hot dog that's been there forever, and Apu just blows the dust off it.
This stays between me and you. Smashed hat. All right, Simpsons quotes for the rest of the episode. Woohoo!
I haven't
Spider
seen
Pig.
nearly enough Simpsons.
Spider
to
Pig
see that.
does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig.
Look out! Here comes the Spider Pig.
I was going from older episodes, but Spider Pig, yeah, why not?
It's not an episode, it's a movie.
I know.
So,
Um,
are we gonna get flagged, guys? Is that a
That's
thing?
3 people, right?
Well,
What's three people?
I've been, this episode I've sort of let the casual thing go, and I'm trying to get the show cancelled. That's why I'm going extreme.
Oh.
That's why I'm letting Mike go political.
Is that like-
That's why we're talking about Centrelink, and that's why we let the Leonardo DiCaprio
Have you got a
debate
name
continue.
for that, or
Jerry.
Jerry?
It's still JCam.
It's JCam. No JCam. Right?
J-Cam, yeah.
It's
I'm
it's
feeling
'cause
very
it's
awkward.
Jerry rigged.
Okay.
See,
I'm good at this. I'm like really proud of myself right now.
So halfway through the episode, you just randomly grab this weight thing, and you put glasses and go on,
What?
this is now my new friend.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to do it at
It's
the
like
So
start.
now that's our 6th host for the show today.
Yeah, I wasn't
No,
going to
no.
like do it at the start. I needed to wait a while.
That's like your very own. What's that ball that Tom Hanks made into a?
I don't know what you're on about.
Should I stop?
No.
Yeah. I think you should stop.
The puns are just so good.
Okay.
do we have to have the puns conversation again?
Yes. Jack wasn't here that time when you had the pun
No,
counter.
but we've had that one like there.
3 episodes ago, it was episode 17, I believe.
You remember which episode number it is? Okay,
Well,
that's
because
good.
I've been in all episodes since episode 10, or episode 9. I was in since episode 9. I haven't missed an episode. I've been in every episode. Next week's gonna be a weird week. So I won't be in the studio. I'm done being a producer. I'm sure Jess doesn't want me to come back into the show now. She's like, you've done your damage. You can now just bugger off.
Jesse's done.
Unless they need guests.
But really,
You're
would you
regretting
let me
coming
come
here
back?
today, are you?
I'm eating
I'm not the
lolly.
producer, so.
If you're a producer, let's say Jess got fired next week, and we brought you in as a replacement producer.
I don't think Jess is going to fire herself.
But Jess is such a budding new producer.
Jess, just want to let you know, we do love you. It's just hypothetical if you got fired.
That was a compliment. She's a budding new producer. Don't know what you guys are on about.
But would you have me on the show? See, I wouldn't have me on the show.
No, we'd probably replace you with somebody who's a bit more diverse.
Oh, diverse. Would he get paid from a different budget?
We got paid?
We get paid? Where's my
Okay.
trailer?
I'm getting
I've said
paid
too
for
much. I've said way too much. Mike's coming up with a topic. He's brainstorming.
know.
He's thinking.
I had that thing where it was literally gone the second I was about to open my mouth. That was
That's
that
some
was
of the
great.
best thoughts right there.
Quality content.
But
Oh,
What?
I've lost all thoughts on that. But let's talk about rubbish.
rubbish. Rubbish. Yeah, rubbish is cool. I like how they
So
I like
the
how they
sentence is
collect it one
wrapping
day a
up.
week. Yeah.
Speaking
Of media.
Speaking
Well,
of rubbish,
speaking of
the
yeah,
sentence.
just thanks, Jack.
I said
I'm glad
speaking
to.
of media.
yeah.
But Jack did chime in at the perfect time about rubbish.
Yeah, you
so.
did just chime at the perfect time. Yeah,
just came to mind.
Poor Maria is in the middle going, what the heck is going on here?
Well, yeah. I kind of like. I think we're both in the middle, aren't we? Or
We are, but I'm sort of just butting in randomly. And you still haven't answered my question. Would you have me back on the show? If you're a producer.
I don't know. Probably. Maybe not. No. No.
Fair enough. All right, beautiful. See?
No, I wouldn't.
So,
No, no, fair enough.
I was scratching my neck.
Yeah, like it's something itchy. Like
Jack,
this mic is
Jack's
just...
biggest regret is there's 2 regrets. 2, making me a host during the first first 10 episodes, bringing me in when he was producer, and 2nd, making me producer.
I think starting the show is a pretty big regret.
You heard it first from the creator himself.
I mean,
Let's talk about that, Jack.
Why did
So the Ascenders.
can you not cross promo? Is that allowed here for real though? Can we just?
The whole point of
cross-promo
the
is
show
a-
is cross-promo.
Yeah,
Really?
cross promo is allowed, isn't it?
You have a personal
Yeah.
project you want to plug?
Ah,
Let-
do I
let-
ever?
I want to cross promo my show, Provisionally Approved. Watch the show; it is fantastic.
Yeah, let's get into some marketing. All right.
All right, ding, 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 ding. New topic. We're talking about marketing with Mike. I've already forgotten Maria's name. Justin, Jess, and Jack.
Well, okay,
Okay.
you fucked that one up.
Should
One job, Justin.
Should I?
I actually have multiple jobs that you just don't know about. Let's talk about marketing.
Yeah. Should I start us off? Should I?
Well, speaking of marketing, my favorite marketing right now is Deadpool marketing. It
Deadpool.
is
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
fucking point right now.
The
like,
skull poople.
Oh god.
The skull poople billboard. For those who haven't seen it, it's literally you know those emojis that are all just like random items. Like you'll have a skull, you'll have little.
The smiling poop emoji that everyone knows, Mike. Like everyone knows the poop emoji.
Everybody knows. Well, not everybody uses Facebook.
Maria doesn't look up. Maria doesn't genuinely know.
Actually,
No, I
most
don't
of
think it
our.
is.
What?
I thought it was a poop emoji, but it's not.
There is a poop emoji.
Yeah, but apparently I've heard it's not. Like it's like chocolate ice cream.
I'm confused.
No, it's a poop emoji. Is it?
It's definitely
If
not
someone
chocolate
tries
ice
to
cream.
Well,
sell
that's
you
what I-
ice cream with that
I didn't
icon,
think so, but
walk away.
But the skull poople billboard is literally the emoji skull followed by the emoji poop with a smiley face on it and the letter L. So dead
Kinda
poop poo all. And of course, people have misread this billboard, and so they actually made one of their standard marketing posters with Deadpool, like just sort of leaning down like that, with the title like in full font, just saying "skull poople," which I love. Just the fact that they had the audacity to do that.
They embraced it, man. It's
Yeah.
Deadpool. They're breaking the fourth wall no matter what. Like
Isn't,
like the Valentine's Day advertisements
Yeah,
are amazing. Like
making it look like a romantic movie.
hasn't
it is a
Ryan
romantic movie. What are you
Reynolds
talking
been
about?
Using like Hugh Jackman to like. There's been a lot of him and Hugh Jackman together,
Yeah.
and the Aussie accent just to, I guess, promote the movie.
Yeah, I mean, like Hugh Jackman was the face of the X-Men series for so long, and now after a few more movies, he's gonna be gone. And so they need another face. And if Deadpool succeeds, which it will,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, it
I think
will.
it's because it's in Australia and Hugh Jackman, everyone loves him, so it's like,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need a photo
G'day,
of
it's Hugh
yeah.
But I think
Jackman, man.
everyone in the world loves Hugh. Like he has become the icon for Australian apparently, and he's just the one that everyone dislikes.
He's a huge success.
I love you two just going, he's a huge success. Ah! And then you two are like, oh my God, for crying out loud, shut up!
I really like the Australia Day ad just because it was like, bloody Wolverine. I got nothing against Hugh personally. He's a great guy. Just a career low for me.
Yeah, I mean that
was good.
movie was pretty bad. Deadpool in that movie was
I
pretty
had
bad.
no idea that was Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it was so bad. You're just sitting there like, how does that even translate as Deadpool? I mean, the fact that they sewn his mouth shut was already bad.
I don't watch comic.
That he
type of
couldn't give
movies,
snarky
so I have,
remarks?
like,
Yeah.
no input in this conversation.
I'm sorry, Maria.
Neither do I, Maria. Let's start our own conversation.
Sorry, Maria.
So, Maria, what do you watch? You don't watch comic book movies like the rest of us. So, what do you watch?
Yeah.
Do you watch? Do you read a lot of romantic novels?
I like romantic comedies, and I don't know. I'm mostly like a kid. I like cartoons. Like I'm interested in the Goosebumps movie, but depends.
So I want to watch Zoolander 2 because I want to see Justin Bieber die. That's basically it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I like how Justin
I
Bieber's
got
death is in the
lost
trailer.
for like
Speaking of the
3
marketing,
seconds.
though, speaking of marketing,
Zoolander 2.
Zoolander, the
Okay.
way it's been marketed, like
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
Stiller's going around doing the blue steel.
Yeah.
Like, he's just doing the blue steel face.
Just a,
Just walking
Magnum.
up to
Can you do
people.
Magnum? Blue Steel.
I can't really do it properly. I'm not.
I just make
I'm
your
not.
own faces like Blue Steel.
I'm not.
Magnum.
I'm not a male model. I just think there's more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking.
Oh,
Prison
man.
has changed me. I'm bad to the bone.
And Owen Wilson.
Um,
Yeah, but Will Ferrell.
I'm just gonna be honest here. I haven't seen Zoolander at all.
I
Oh
saw
my
like the first
God.
5 minutes, and that was enough.
Yeah.
I think the first one had like Channing Tatum playing model, just playing around with petrol. And,
Blew each other up, yep.
yeah.
I mean, I think I saw enough of that in Magic Mike, but yeah, cool. Like,
I enjoy it though. I love that kind of comedy. It's just,
I do too.
yeah.
Well, important question. Have you seen Anchorman?
no.
Oh, you've missed a
Okay.
great movie.
If you like Anchorman, you'll like Zoolander and vice versa.
But I haven't seen either of them, so how would I know?
She's,
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
You have to go see
we're
it.
not going to talk to you for a few more minutes.
Well, that's just
We
can
that's
have our own
rude.
conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, how unfair is that to say you have to watch a movie? Like, it's not expected of everyone to see everything in the world. Like, even
Yeah.
when people say, like, I haven't seen Harry Potter, you can't blame them for not seeing Harry
Hey,
Potter.
I haven't seen Harry Potter. I've
Exactly.
read the books.
I'm not going to get
I've
angry at
seen,
you.
like one movie of it.
Like, I'm not gonna get angry at someone who hasn't seen a movie. It's not my right to say, like, how dare you not watch this brilliant film
So
that I
would you
love.
like me to apologise for saying, how dare you?
Actually,
Yes.
Actually, this is kind of a fun point because I get I actually get that every time I tell people that I'm a filmmaker. And
They expect a certain standard.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody, like as soon as you tell people you're a filmmaker, people whip out the obscure movie cred, and they expect you to keep up.
yeah. Like, they'll be like,
Because
have
most
you...
people don't call themselves filmmakers until they've made a film.
Well, you can make a film without having to see films, though. Like, not...
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just...
But you got your own usual genre, like things that I can make in comedy. I love sitcoms and everything to the point it made me a filmmaker. You know, I like to be able to create that for myself, and we've all got our own reasons for doing it. It's not like I'm a successful filmmaker, and because of that, we have to watch these to make you a successful filmmaker.
That sounds like total BS to me.
It is.
Like,
But for me, you've got the example of, what's his name? Tarantino?
yeah.
Sits down, watches like every movie ever made, and just takes the best parts of all of them.
And then makes a giant mashup with
Yeah.
lots of blood and gore. Like, that's pretty much Tarantino. Summed up in, like, 2 sentences.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I've only seen Inglourious Bastards. So, like, I can already tell that, like, that's him.
I've seen
so
Kill Bill.
it's not even,
Yeah.
like, I can't
I
even
think
really
Quentin's
say.
really known for basically blood and gore and like he's really known for that topic. So
Yeah.
I mean, if he goes away from that topic and makes a romantic comedy, that people will start asking what's wrong with him.
Has he made one?
No,
I
I
mean,
don't think so.
can we-
I
The
only
day
know-
that Tarantino makes a romantic comedy, I'll watch that. Like,
A romantic comedy with blood and gore.
Deadpool.
And on that note, we're actually running out of time,
hell
so we're gonna have to
no.
wrap
Let's
this
keep
up.
this going,
The
right?
conversation was going well.
I'd
So-
see Tarantino in the
Sorry
same
guys, we
movie.
can
Yeah,
we can
like-
continue this next week, maybe, depending on who's here. But
Oh,
I'm not
He's
sure.
just ignoring us.
That's terrible.
sorry,
hosting.
I'm gonna have to ignore you guys in a second.
No. No.
So this has
No.
been another episode of Provisionally Approved. I've been Mike Gorrie.
I'm Maria Romas.
I'm Justin. I'd like to say a thank you to everyone who's been helping me out with the last 12 episodes of Provisionally Approved, the crew here, the cast. Special thank you to Dominic, man, handling everything on your own, man. You've done a good job.
I'm disappointed.
Well, would you like me to apologise?
No.
I'm sorry for disappointing you. Very, very,
I'm
very,
kidding.
very sorry.
Okay, I'm getting that.
I was too.
I was Jenny.
You was Jenny.
Yeah, I've changed my mind now.
Okay, I guess I was Jack. I mean,
And
that can change.
we will see you next time.
Well, that was Provisionally Approved. If you like what you've seen, even if you dislike it, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking down below, and we've got more Provisionally Approved content straight over there. And down below is one of our other RMITV productions. Check it out. That's right. Check it out down below. Check, and just like us, please. I want to be. Please, I want you to like me.